us to introduce ourselves. Me as the moderator, Zalsabila Rahmadani, and the first presenter, Angie, the second Excretia, the third Hasena, the fourth Leonie, and the last one is Wawan. Well, without any further ado, let's just start the presentation. The first, Angie, the time is yours.
Thank you for the opportunity. I will talk about the Indonesian historical government, but before that, let us start with the definition of government itself. The government is a combination of the words namely government and system. The definition of government is a system or role or method of how the three institutions work to each other, where each institutions must work together so to carry out their duties properly, so that the goal of organizing the welfare community and the interests of the state can be realized. We are moving to the Indonesian historical government. As we all know, Indonesia government system have passed three order of era. The first one is old order, the second one is new order, and the last one, the third, is reform order. And at the closing of Indonesian historical government, Indonesia entered a period of guided democracy. The 1945 Constitution uses a presidential government system, and it applies until now in Indonesian government system. Thank you.
Next presenter, Excretia.
About government communication, according to Eliana Hassan, government communication is the delivery of government ideas, programs, and ideas to the community in order to achieve the goals of the Bergara. The benefits of studying government communication are understanding the icons of government communication, the definitions, concepts, theories, perspectives, and moral and the rules, as well as the phenomenon of government perspective. To be able to analyze the issues that develop around government communities. Thank you.
Okay.
I will tell about presidential system government. We know John Locke and Montesquieu, they have tell about presidential system. John Locke have executive power, legislative power, and federative power, and Montesquieu have executive power, legislative power, and judicial power. I will tell about the characteristic of presidential system government. The first, there are power and check and balance, and they have no intervention, but they have interaction to avoid supremacy. And president make a cabinet to help and assist the executive, and president and legislative power is elected from the people. President has no responsibility to legislative power. I think that's a little bit from presidential system and government. Thank you.
Okay, I will tell about welfare state. So, the first definition of welfare state is a state that provides social services such as health and well-being for its citizens. And I will tell about the characteristic of welfare state. So the first is ensure social security. The two, control overall the economic activities, and the third, justice to all. And the last is the function of welfare state are to protect life and property, to improve public health, and the last one is to provide public utility services. Thank you.
Om Swastiastu. I want to tell about two topics. The first topic is the Indonesian government. The Indonesian government is the government that regulates Indonesia based on 1945 Constitution. Indonesia is a unitary state with the republican government and a presidential system of government with a parliamentary nature. The Indonesian government has several different meanings. In a broad sense, the government can refer collectively in the three branch power, namely the executive, legislative, and the judicial. The executive is led by president. In his carrying out his duties, the president is assisted by a vice president. The legislative power lies with the People's Consultative Assembly, or MPR, into divided with the two chambers, namely the People's Representative Council, or DPR, and the Regional Representative Council, or DPD. The judicial branch consists of the Supreme Court, or MA, and the Constitutional Court, or MK, which only is judicial power. The second topic is the
Finally, we come to the end part of the presentation. We would like to say thank you for all the participants and thanks for your attention. That's all from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today, I'm gonna talking about the Indonesian historical government system. But first, we have to know what is government system. Government system is completely ordered consisting of various components of a government that work independently and influence in everything of main goals. Indonesian historical government system has divided into two parts. The first part is before independence, and the second part is after independence. Before independence, Indonesian historical records that there are three great kingdoms that grew and developed as ancestors in Indonesian nation, namely Sriwijaya, Majapahit, and Mataram. Okay, the second part is after independence. After independence, Indonesian historical divided into three periods. The first period is old periods, second is a new period, and the last is Reformation period.
In this time, I want to explain about system government. System government consists by two words, system and government. System means the relationship between two units on a regular basis, and government is an organ that authorized to process civil service and obliged to process public service for everyone through the government relation. In government, there are three main items. They are rules, institution, and perpetrator. In rules, in Indonesia, we have so many rules, but the highest is 1945 Constitution, which arranged by our founding father. And in institution, consists by three main units. They are executive, legislative, and judicial. And the last, perpetrator, they are four things, which are leader, bureaucrat, political official, and then civil.
Okay, so today I'm gonna talk